Yes, very warm good morning children. In the last previous class we have learned about the difference between orbit and orbital. As well we have learned about the features for quantum mechanical model of an atom. Then now today we start with the shapes of the particular orbital, that is S, P and B. Whatever we have to learn about it is the shape for S orbital, shape of P orbital and shape of D orbital. Now we learn about the quantum numbers. If n is equal to 1 and subsidiary quantum number n is equal to 0, then the orbital is represented by S orbital. Now we have to check that whether S orbital is having an orientation in x, y or z. So how we are going to do it? By the particular magnetic quantum number mn. So what we are doing is mn, that is equal to minus 0 to plus 0. So we are getting the value 0. That means it is having no substance. So when we talked about the shape of the particular S orbital, S only is the orbital where the shape is spherical. It is 1s. Now when we are moving from the energy level n is equal to 1 to the 4, 5, 6. So what happened? The particular size of the orbital increases. That means here if I am having 1s orbital, so 2s orbital is having larger size than that of 1s. Then 3s has somewhat more, and then 4s. So what happened? If the number of n is increasing, the size of the orbital S orbital is increases. So that is about the shape of S orbital. Shape of S orbital is spherical. It does not have orientation in x, y and z. That means it is having a particular spherical shape only. It does not have any subshell, because ML, magnetic quantum number, which we are getting, that is equal to 0. So you can copy that particular. So that is all about what? The size of the orbital increases whenever the value of n increases. That means 4s has more size than that of 3s, then that of 2s and that of 1s. So that is about the size of the S orbital. It increases with increase in the value of n. So you can copy the particular shape of the S orbital where it represented by n is equal to 1 and n is equal to 0. L is equal to 0. So we can say that S has a spherical shape. So यहाँ पे हम लिख सकते हैं S orbital is having spherical shape. So that is about what it is about the S orbital. Now we move to the P orbital children. Now what we can write for the P orbital? What is the value for n children? N is equal to 2, n is equal to 1. So n is, when n is equal to 2, that is principal quantum number n is equal to 2 and azimuthal quantum number n is equal to 1, then the orbital is represented by P, small p, okay. Now we can say that is there any orientation for P orbital in any of the axes? So it is there, find out by mn. The value of mn is different from minus l to plus l. So here what we have, n is equal to 1. So what we are writing, minus 1, 0 and plus 1. So it indicating that P orbital has 3 substrate with same energy and size. So it starts with 2 because here n is equal to 2. So we have 2p orbital in the orientation of x, 2p y and 2p z. Now we about how to draw the shape. Here we have 2px, 2py and 2pz. So we learn about the shape of the p orbital. It starts with lobes, two lobes. That is the one lobe and that is the second lobe. Whenever two lobes are there, building, they are there touching with each other, again the probability of finding the electron will be 0. So that what we have learned in the features for the quantum mechanical model of an atom. So we can say that it is having a dumbbell shape. Two opposite lobes are there with the different sign plus and minus. So we learned how the shape of the particular 2px, 2py and 2pz. Please kindly copy this. If n is equal to 2 and n is equal to 1, the particular orbit is represented by small p. Now, if there is any orientation of p orbital in any of the axes, so that is going to be found out by the magnetic quantum number m and minus L2 plus, and that means minus 1, 2 plus 1. So we can say that it has three dimensional orientation in x, y and z axis, that is 2px, 2py and 2pz. Now we learn about how to draw the diagram, children. So what is the shape? We can write that p orbital has dumbbell shape. So here it is having orientation in x, y, and when we talked about it is having orientation in z. Z and y. Now 2p. So what happened? Two lobes are there meeting each other on the x-axis. That is for 2px. Now for 2py, children. So again we have that is y, that is x-axis and that is z-axis. So we are getting two lobes are there lying on the y-axis, and here we have two pz. So here we have y, here we have x, here we have z. So what we are having is that is 2p. So you can copy that particular shapes for the particular orbitals, that is x, y and z, children. You can keep this x, y and z on any of the particular, it is not an issue. But yes, lobes are there on the particular axis only. It should be there, they must be there on the axis. Two lobes are there going to meet on the x-axis, here y and over there on z. So that is about the shapes for the p orbital. Now we learn about the d orbital, children. D orbital, when we talked about, children, it starts with, if you have done this, then you just move to D orbital. Instead of dumbbell, now D orbital has double dumbbell shape. That means what? It has four lobes in the different particular axis. Now it starts with n is equal to 3. At a time n is equal to 2. So that orbital is D orbital. Now we talked about the subshells of D orbital. It is denoted by going to be found out by n, the value of n. So what we are doing is we are taking L, it is given on the value of L, minus 2 to plus 2. So that is equal to minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1, plus 2. So how many is if you count 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. That means it containing 5 subshells still. So which 5 subshells it has? So we are writing that 5 subshells over here. dxy, dyz, dzx, dx square minus y square. We can say that they have shape, size and energy. But dz square, it does not have same shape or size and energy. It is different in the energy from this whole particular orbit. Otherwise जो भी सबशेल्स मिलते हैं उसकी एनर्जी और साइज सेम होती है. बट डी ऑर्बिटल का ये एक पर्टिकुलर न्यू पॉइंट विच यू हैव टू लर्न दैट all the respective dxy, dyz, dzx and x1 minus y square, they same in the size as well as in the energy, but they are different with dz square orbital. So now we learn about how to draw the shapes for that particular orbital for dxy. When we talked about dxy today, first we will draw the dxy orbital. So again we have draw about the three of the x-axis. Now when we talked about the particular, that is x, that is y and that is z. Now I am just having a dx y. So the lobes, four lobes are there in between x as well as in between y. So what we are doing is, the lobes are there in between x as well as in between y. They are not there on the same axis. So that is the same for dx y. So you can copy it, dxy. Now when we talk about dyz, so it remains as it is, but y जोड़ी है, it remain as it is, but that lobes is now somewhat leaning on the x-axis. So that is the shape for dyz. In same manner dxz, now we just draw. If you have copied this, then we move to xz. That lobe now, whatever the lobe is there, it is there on x and on z. So you can see that particular, that remain on x, in between x and z. So that is xz. Now dx square minus y square. So here we have x, here we have z, here we have y. So that is x square minus y square. So this is the fourth one which we have to learn about. And when we talk about dz square, children, if I have just complete this, then I am just drawing because we don't have space. So dz square only is there, which is different because it does not have dumbbell shape, double dumbbell shape. It's containing a planar spherical shape in between y and z axis. So that is for the dz square orbital. So these are the particular shapes which are very important, you have to learn about. So this is about the shapes of the orbital. Now we have to learn about the filling of the electrons, children. How electrons are going to be filled in the electrons. These particulars are given by the rules, particular rules. Aufbauer have said something, then Hans and then Pauli's. So we learn about how the electrons are going to be there, filled in the particular. We are just going to learn about that. Filling of electrons in the orbitals by Aufbau principle, then Pauli's exclusion, and lastly Hans rule. So in the next video we just have our next lecture, we are just going to learn about this particular 3 of the particular filling of electrons rules.